It is with great privilege and pleasure that I introduce to you these two former Trojans and self-made entertainers, Rhett and Link.
Thank you. The fact that we have been asked to deliver your commencement address today should give you hope. We make a living primarily by posting videos on YouTube. YouTube, a place where a flying cat with a Pop-Tart for a body and a rainbow coming from its butt has been seen 75 million times.
It should also give you hope that we're invited back to deliver your commencement speech in spite of the fact that during our senior year, we stole one of our friend's shoes and placed it in the chicken sandwich tray in the cafeteria. Mr. Wilson, the principal at the time, called us into his office and asked, "Do you boys think this is funny?" No, sir. Not funny at all.
And lastly, you should find hope that we're up here given the fact that we once took a picture of me sitting on a toilet, then put Mr. Wilson's head on my body, made it into a flyer that read, "Party at my place," and posted it on a bulletin board in the hall. Now, we were never called for that. Maybe if we had been, we wouldn't be up here, but Mr. Mace, it's too late now.
Actually, it's occurring to me that it might not be too late.
Okay. Please let us continue, Mr. Mace.
Class of 2012, what's the significance of today? The obvious is that you're about to officially be high school graduates, drastically decreasing your chances of spending your life in prison. But hopefully today is about more. Clap, clap. But hopefully today is about more than just not going to prison, hopefully.
After thousands of years of human history, we as a society have decided that now is a good time to send you out on your own. You're an adult now. In generations past, this is theoretically when we could give you a bunch of tools and send you out into the wilderness, and we come back a year later and you've built a house, you found a mate, you're making your way in the wilderness. But I think if we did that with you, we'd come back a year later and find you huddled under a tree, half naked, speaking gibberish to inanimate objects, like Tom Hanks in that volleyball.
Now, if there were a video game called Wilderness Home 3, Frontier Ops, I'm sure you would play that. You'd play it for 21 weeks straight. You'd become addicted to it, and you'd build a thriving city in the wilderness where people are buying and selling things, and you'd have a pet dragon. But alas, life is not a video game, and life is about to happen to you.
Being on your own doesn't mean that you won't continue to rely on parents, other loved ones, and friends, but it does mean that starting very soon, whether you're going off to college, going to the military, getting your own place, or just getting a full-time job, you're gonna be responsible for yourself more than ever. That's probably exciting, but let me tell you that it's flat out frightening for your parents.
Now, in an effort to prepare you for the transition that today represents, we've written a song. Now, feel free to laugh, but we invite you not to clap along because we just wrote the song and clapping along would probably throw us off our game entirely. So, seriously, just enjoy. Graduates, this is for you.
You're sitting here in your cap and gown. All your loved ones are just so proud. And we would love to inspire you, but someone needs to just give you the truth. For the past 18 years, your life's been pretty smooth. Let's take a moment and reflect on all you had to do.
You rolled out of bed and strolled to the living room.
Your laundry was magically clean, and your dad's back pocket was an ATM machine. Your life's biggest worry was what to wear to the prom, and your only regret was that incident with the stink bomb. Do you hear that subtle sound?
It's the sound of reality about to slap the taste out your mouth.
'Cause now you're on your own. Don't screw this up. You're on your own. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
You're young and now you're free. The world is your oyster. We have no clue what that means, but let us paint a picture of your future.
You're gonna eat a lot of Hot Pockets, and you're thinking that sounds great. Well, get back to us in 6 months when you've had 378. As soon as you move out, you know what your parents are gonna do. They're gonna turn your bedroom into an exercise room that they never use. And you won't use lockers in college. And this might be a total bummer. There are no yearbooks either. You actually have to say, have a great summer. Do you hear that knock, knock, knock?
That's personal responsibility about to put you in a headlock.
'Cause now you're on your own. You should be scared, but we can tell you don't care.
Why don't you care?
You should be frightened. Do you feel that gentle breeze?
It's the Category 5 hurricane of adulthood, about to hit you upside the head with a tree.
'Cause now you're on your own. Don't screw this up. You're on your own. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Now, as our song suggests, reality is about to slap the taste out your mouth. And I hope we've conveyed that a fear of that is somewhat healthy, but in addition to that healthy fear, you should be excited. You're on the verge of your life's most memorable experiences. And we'd like to do our small part now to help equip you to make the memories in life that you won't spend the rest of your life trying to forget.
And so we have some advice. Take it or leave it. These are a few things that we would have liked to have known when we were sitting where you're sitting. We were actually not sitting here. We were sitting over at Harnett Central. This building didn't exist yet, but you get the idea. Again, some things that we would have liked to have known.
It is acceptable to wear the same underwear 2 days in a row, but no longer. Then you can turn them inside out and wear them 2 more days. However, you can't turn them inside out again. You have to either throw them away or wash them.
Jeans are a little different. You can pretty much wear jeans you can wear them for months without washing them. You can pretty much wear them until you start smelling them when you're wearing them.
If you have to ask yourself the question, should I post this on Facebook? The answer is always no.
Some parents applauded for that. Having said that, you should still take a lot of pictures because you're only going to get uglier from this point on. And when you look back at these pictures from the prime of your life, you're going to be very embarrassed by your hair and your clothes, but you'll still think, I look good.
Don't get a tattoo of your favorite band. Please. You'll be embarrassed by this for much more of your life than you'll think it's cool. Especially if your favorite band is One Direction.
And for
Rhett's
those,
favorite band is One
that is my
Direction.
favorite band, but I don't have a tattoo yet. And for those of you who are heading off to college in the fall, this is your last chance to change your name without seeming like a crazy person. If you don't like being called Delvin, you can introduce yourself differently in the fall. Maybe Melvin or D-Money. Anything's better than Delvin. Any Delvins in the house? No, okay, good.
There's a guy up there, but he's not graduating.
Okay, that's okay.
It makes it a little awkward. Okay, now this next one's gonna step on some toes. But if you're leaving town to attend college and you're still dating someone who will still be in high school next year, end it now. You don't want to be that guy who sits in his room baby talking to his high school girlfriend. Hey baby, I miss you so much. I wish you were here with me in college instead of still being in high school. I love it so much. It's embarrassing.
That embarrassed me a little bit, just that right there. And now for some advice that hopefully isn't completely ridiculous. Don't spend the next few years pursuing an education or a career in an area just to fulfill someone's expectations of you. Rather, figure out what you're good at and what you like to do, and if you can find a way to get paid to do that, do it.
Choose your friends wisely. The kind of friends you make in the next few years will determine more about the rest of your life than you can imagine. Seek out people who are going where you'd like to go in life and join them. I think we're surprising a lot of people. We actually have legitimate advice.
Clap for that. From a young age, we're told how important it is to love ourselves, believe in yourself, have confidence in yourself, help yourself. But I don't think the problems in our culture are due to lack of self-love. On the contrary, I think it might be an overabundance of self-love. French philosopher Fenelon said, "The origin of our trouble is that we love ourselves with a blind passion that amounts to idolatry." Make your life not about yourself, but about self-sacrifice.
There's an easy way to make sure your life sucks. Make it about acquiring as much stuff as you can. In the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon, the king who had everything, says, "Whoever loves money never has enough. Whoever loves wealth is never satisfied with their income. The sleep of the laborer is sweet, whether he eats little or much, but the full stomach of the rich will not let him sleep."
And finally, pursue faith. Don't live your life without asking the question, why am I here? And why am I here even asking that question? For us, our faith has been the key piece in the puzzle of life that, when put into place, gives us purpose and meaning.
And to close, we want to help you commemorate this moment in your lives with something memorable. Sure, you're going to walk across the stage and receive your diploma in a moment, but we want to give you something unique. Something that isn't happening at any other graduation ceremony today. Maybe never.
Maybe never again. When a new ship is launched, a bottle of champagne is broken on its bow. We thought about breaking bottles of champagne on all your heads, but this is a dry campus.
When a new building is opened, there's a ribbon cutting ceremony, but we couldn't agree on what to cut.
And in olden times, when they made an oath, they would sacrifice an animal. We actually got the goat approved, but we thought that would be a little extreme.
So we're going to commemorate this moment in your life by busting a Pinata.
He's serious. This Pokemon Charmander Piñata symbolizes the things you're leaving behind as you move on to the next stage of your life. Now, if you're still playing with Pokemon, you should probably stop that. So there's a direct application for you. And what's inside the piñata symbolizes your future. Now, we have not told her this ahead of time because we thought she might refuse us, but we would like to ask, as your representative, your valedictorian, Kelly, to come and disembowel the piñata. Just go for it. I know you're really smart, but can you swing it back? Whoa. Yeah. Knock Link off the stage. Oh! It's a big portion came off. Okay, all right. I think that might be enough to prove our point. He has lost a limb. Okay. Yeah, one more, right in the neck. One more, he's about to go, he's about to give. Oh, you really gotta let him have it. I think there might be some wires up there or something. This is getting really ugly. Okay. All right, Link this. All right, okay, we got the head off. Okay, it should be painfully obvious at this point that there is nothing in the piñata. There's a couple of reasons for that. The main reason is we were not aware that piñatas didn't come already filled with candy. I mean, I paid $60 for this thing. It doesn't come with candy?
But secondly, this serves to serve. It serves to serve.
Yep, it does that.
It serves a forced analogy for your future. Your future isn't something we can give you wrapped like a Tootsie Roll. Your future is undetermined, a blank canvas, an empty piñata, if you will.
And your future is your responsibility.
It's what you make it.
So, class of 2012, today we celebrate all you've accomplished and challenge you to do something amazing with that future as it emerges from your proverbial piñata.
Now let's clean this up.
Thank you.